Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Let us discuss more about the planetary positions for the month of October, and let us discuss what the planets have in offer in the month of October and how will be this October month, because there are few major shifts and some preparations for next year that will happen in this important month, which you can say can be lucky for most of us. So stay tuned till the end of the video so that you get to know more about this October transit and the October 2019 predictions. And this prediction will be on the basis of moon sign and not on the basis of ascendant. I have most of the transit analysis done on the basis of ascendant, but the monthly predictions will always be on the basis of moon sign, because this is Rashifal or zodiac based predictions. So here you have to recognize your Vedic moon sign, and once you know your Vedic moon sign, you can shift by going to the directly to the timestamp. But before jumping to your own zodiac and trying to watch what's in store for you, do understand the overall analysis of the October month, and do like and subscribe and share and hit the bell icon, because that's what keeps you and me connected. So basically what happens in the month of October is, first of all, if you see, Sun will be in the zodiac of Virgo when the October month begins. Then also I see that Saturn has become direct now, and Saturn and Ketu are moving apart from each other. Saturn is now on the progressive motion or direct motion in the zodiac of Sagittarius. Rahu has made its progressive transit into the Adra Nakshatra, and it has been 15 days now. And on the start of the month of October, Mercury will be in the zodiac of Libra, and Sun, Venus and Mars will be conjunct. So Venus is debilitated, but Mars made its transit into the zodiac of Virgo. Mars will be around 4 degrees and in the Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra along with Sun. Sun will be in around 13 to 14 degrees on 1st of October. So as you know, Sun makes a transit in around middle of the month. So Sun will again make a transit from Virgo to Libra on around 16th or 17th of October. Now here the overall scenario is that the zodiac of Virgo will have this presence of practical Mars, practical Sun and practical Venus. So Virgo is being very much agitated here. So if you are a Virgo moon sign or a Virgo ascendant, this is going to impact you the most. I will make a special video on the separating or splitting transit of Saturn and Ketu. That has a very specific significance till the time Saturn will be in the zodiac of Sagittarius. So just focusing on that point, I will make another video. So overall, if I see, the month of October is going to be a very practical month. Yes, Venus will be in the zodiac of Virgo for a very short period of time in the month of October, but most of the October, Venus will be in the zodiac of Libra along with Mercury. So the practicality of Venus goes away, but the practicality of Sun and Mars goes hand in hand. So if you can say, Sun and Mars are going hand in hand for quite some weeks now, and this means that whatever decisions you have made, whatever practical decisions you have made, now it's the time to execute them. So if you say that the decision making phase is currently in the month of September, October shows executionary phase. In the month of October, because Sun and Mars are together in the zodiac of Virgo, it shows that your courage and your actions and your decisions will be based on some practical analysis that you have done previously, say in the month of September. And also with Venus and Mercury joining together soon in the first week of October in the zodiac of Libra, Venus becomes very positive. Venus goes out of debilitation and Venus becomes extremely balanced. So this shows that the luxury, the comfort, the money is going to be balanced. So overall, this is going to be financially very good time. You can repay your loans, some financial success can come into picture. This also shows a stable love life, stable marriage life. This is a good time to focus on marriage, and this is a good time to focus specifically on the areas where if you are trying to get married or if you are having some relationship issues, you can definitely look into that and expect some positive outcome. Also, with Saturn and Ketu being positive in the zodiac of Sagittarius, so if you are a Sagittarius ascendant or Sagittarius moon sign, definitely this is going to be a very, very time changing transit for you. Because if you see, 10th and 11th from Sagittarius, that we will discuss in the Sagittarius analysis, but on the 10th and 11th of on house of from the Sagittarius, these transits are being formed. So with the energy of Virgo and with the energy of Libra, I definitely see that disputes are coming to an end. A perfect and a proper resolution is on the cards, solution is on the way, and a kind of a balanced life is what you can seek. So definitely October month is going to be far more balanced in energy than the month of September or the month of August. This is a very passionate month. August and September was a very passionate and very active month, and soon this will transform itself into a more practical, a more balanced and a more happy transit. Also, you have to see that Jupiter will slowly move towards the zodiac of Sagittarius, and October is the month where Jupiter is finally going to be in the last phases of its transit in the zodiac of Scorpio. So when Jupiter is in the last phase, especially Jupiter will move towards the Gandanta Pada towards the end of last week of October in Jyeshtha Nakshatra, which also shows that you will have a great deal of knowledge and wisdom given to you through this Jupiter, because Jupiter will finally cross the bridge of Gandanta around on 5th of November and move to the zodiac of Sagittarius, and that is going to be a massive movement after 12 years, because that Jupiter will again form what you say the yoga of the millennium, Jupiter, Saturn and Ketu together. And this time this is where Saturn is far more positive, because there is no longer retrograde in future for Saturn. Saturn will move into the zodiac of Capricorn. So you can see that October month, that is why I said October is going to be a preparation month, a month of preparation for future events. So some actions that you take, some decisions that you take, the analysis, whatever you have done in the past couple of months and what you are doing right now is going to fructify. So you can have patience. You should not become confused in this case. Definitely Saturn Ketu, Rahu Ketu boundary is there. Whenever moon will cross those 4-5 days in a month, you are going to feel very frustrated, irritated, depending upon your own horoscope, your own zodiac. But overall, I definitely see dispute resolution time. So the time has come to find out the answers. You will get the answer and you will put it into practice. So utilize this time for its best use, and always hope for the best, because you need to be very positive during this time, because only positivity can bring success in you, because Rahu is in Adra Nakshatra. The time of change is running right now. So now let us briefly discuss about the different moon sign from Aries to Pisces, and let us find out what is going to be the theme of the month of October. Now for the first Vedic moon sign, or the first Rashi, Aries, Aries will find the Rahu being in the 3rd house, Saturn Ketu being in the 9th house, and every action is being played out in the 6th and the 7th house, with Jupiter moving from 8th to 9th. So definitely it's a dispute resolution time. Your focus, your energy, your practical approach towards other people, towards your surroundings will be more synchronous than it is right now, and your actions, your anger will die down, and you will be thinking more practically towards your enemies, or at least you will get to know who your enemies are. So if you are Vedic moon sign Aries or Mesh Rashi, you will get to know about your negative side of life, and you will also understand how to balance or counteract them. So you don't need to hit them hard or hit your negative areas with brute force, but what you have to do is, with the grace, you have to find out the solution. So it's not like you have to just bang your head on the wall, but rather be very sensitive, be very balanced, and Venus in the 7th house will definitely make you do that. Anger issues can be there, but what you have to do is you have to apply your brain, because Mercury would have been in the zodiac of Libra by that time, and with Venus coming into Libra, Venus and Mercury conjunction will form in your 7th house, and with that you will definitely find somebody to balance you out and give you a better advice. Seek that advice and you will get the help. Next zodiac is Taurus. So what happens in case of Taurus? For Taurus zodiac sign, if you see, the Jupiter is going to move from the 7th and 8th. So for you, the Jupiter is going to play a greater role. And in case of Taurus, the 5th house will have Sun and Mars, and 6th house will have Venus and Mercury. So which means you would kind of think more about your productivity. You would kind of think more about changing your life and towards the service of animals and towards the service of humanity. This also means that you would, if you have some sort of disease, you will become frustrated because of that, and you would want an immediate resolution of that. And because your Lagna Lord or say Rashi Lord, which is Venus, will be 6th from itself, but in his own zodiac. So this also shows that any kind of dispute, any kind of issue, especially related to medical things or hormones or enzymes, that will get resolved, and you will become more productive than ever. This, you will be more disciplined than ever, and you will find happiness in doing day-to-day activity. And this also means that if you want to look out for a job, you want to improve your loan efficiency, or if you want to take a loan, if you want to get rid of some disease, some lifestyle issue, or basically if you want to have a big lifestyle change, this is the right time. Now coming to the third zodiac or the third Rashi, which is Mithun Rashi or Gemini. So in case of Mithun Rashi, your ascendant is already facing Rahu. So your moon is facing Rahu in Adra. So if you are in Adra Nakshatra, you are the most affected person because of this Rahu transit. What else is happening is that your 5th house is having, 5th house Lord is in 5th house, and so you will feel more happy. And so this also means that suddenly you would want to change your life towards your happiness. Things will suddenly make you unhappy, and you would want, okay, why is this making me unhappy? Let me try to do something to keep myself happy. 4th house have Sun and Mars. You have been uncomfortable from past 1 month because in the month of September, which is right now, Venus is in Virgo. So too much of practical approach is already eating up half of your mind. So this kind of unhappiness will come to an end, and you will be like, okay, enough of this, let me do something for myself. Let me give a treat to myself. So do give a treat to yourself, go visit some place. This is a good time to start something which is related to creativity. So you can be a bit creative, you can write poetry, you can learn some new song, or you can learn some new music instrument, you can try out anything that you find creative, and that is going to bring happiness. So here is the thing, because Saturn and Ketu is in the 7th house, so this is the time where you will understand that happiness is within you and you do not need to search your happiness outside, and that is the best thing that can happen to you right now. Now the next moon sign is Cancer or Kark Rashi, and in case of Kark Rashi, you can understand that in your 6th house Saturn and Ketu is going, and in your 12th house it's Rahu. In your 4th house it's Venus and Mercury. This means some auspicious event at home can happen, and you may travel or you may initiate that auspicious event by your own strength, and your courage and your influence on the family will be more. And this also shows that you will gain a lot of command over the situation, and you will be relieved from the problems that you face in life. So if you are already facing some difficult problem, or if you're mentally you are anxious and you are kind of feeling depressed by regular fighting that is happening in your life right now, that fight is going to come to an end, and for the time being you will feel very happy. There's one more reason to be happy, because your 6th house Lord is going on the 6th house soon after October. So the month of November is where the dispute resolution comes into picture for you. So this is going to be creating the ground that you will be far more happier than you are right now. So the theme for you will be, how can I be more happy? Search and you will seek happiness, and you will get it. The 5th zodiac is Leo or the Singha Rashi, and in case of Singha Rashi, if you see, the 3rd house has Venus and Mercury, and the 2nd house has Sun and Mars. In case of Singha Rashi, the 4th house will have Jupiter, which is moving in the 5th house. So you are thinking more about quitting the comfort zone. You are more about thinking, how can I be more productive? And you are trying to be too critical but too graceful in your speech. So you will be like, how can I wrap or sugarcoat my harsh sentence into a very softer tone? That's a good approach, but be slightly careful. You may plan to learn something, or learn some new technology, new language, anything that you would or you may learn, but definitely this is a good time to upgrade yourself from the education perspective. Just try it out, and that will definitely be of some use to you in the near future, especially next year. Next comes Kanya Rashi. As I said in the previous video, for the Virgo zodiac, you are going to be mostly impacted because if you see, the Sun and Mars are going to be on your head, Mercury, Venus is there already, Venus will move. So you are kind of grilled through the month of September, and you have to apply most of your mind instead of your heart. That's why I said in my Venus transit into Virgo video, do not love from your own brain. So this is the time where you have to understand that things are going to be easy for you. Yes, Sun and Mars are going to be heating up your moon, but Venus and Mercury is going to bring far more calmness. So it may be you are agitated from inside, but from outside you will show that you are calm and cool, and that's a kind of a good approach because that will not allow you to make some mistakes in life. You can proceed as planned, and yes, your fourth house will face a push and pull scenario of Saturn and Ketu. So things that you feel will bring comfort in your life may tear you apart, but this is also a practical scenario. So here is a tip for you all Virgo. Naturally, you are a very practical person. You definitely have less emotions in your life. So what you have to do is, do not dry up yourself completely, rather allow this Venus and Mercury, because this Venus Mercury conjunction is actually very positive in the Libra. So allow that Venus Mercury conjunction to ease out things. And this also shows that because it is the second house from Moon, this means that you would want to start a family and something may work out for you. Next is the Libra zodiac, and Libra zodiac is the Tula Rashi. So in case of Tula Rashi, Venus and Mercury is on your first house and Sun and Mars are on your 12th house. So in this case, what you have to understand is that your ascendant, your moon sign is getting power, so you will feel more comfortable and you will be lot more you will have a laid back attitude and you will have this casual approach towards life, but inside subconscious mind will be agitated because Sun and Mars will be in your 12th house. So you will feel somebody should fight for you. So this also means that you would want to find a shoulder to lean on, a person to seek help. So you can definitely seek help, but here you would want also to give up the responsibility to someone else, and you would want to be like, I don't want to take up the responsibility. Somebody should take care of that responsibility on my behalf. That can be a good approach, that can be a bad approach, totally depends on what situation you are, what kind of responsibility it is. But I would say because Saturn and Ketu is in the third house, you should take your own responsibility at your own hand. You should not be dependent too much on somebody. Getting a help is one thing, dropping the load is also a good thing, but not when you are the person who is supposed to carry the load, because then you do not fulfill the purpose of your horoscope. So be very careful here. But overall, this is going to be a good month for you. Vrishchik Rashi, Scorpio zodiac are going to face an immense amount of transformation because of certain factors. Scorpios, I will say, is by default the natural 8th house, and Scorpions, you are the one of the most transforming zodiac. You are the natural 8th house, and the thing is that Saturn is second from your moon, so you are under this Sadasati effect. Jupiter is moving out in the Jeshta Nakshatra from your zodiac, and Rahu is in the Adra in the 8th house. So I can see lot of things changing, lot of things happening in your mind, and also moon becomes debilitated for you. Not an easy time for you, that I can understand, but that does not mean you will give up. Jupiter is going to be very pleasant, Jupiter is going to be very life transforming, and this is the time where you can actually be more courageous. This is the time to show who you are. So all your Scorpions, you should come out and you should be and show your potential, the capacity that you have, and you should always explore the unexplored areas of your life. Try and become a person who would be an explorer and not a caveman. So get out of the comfort zone, do something that you have never done before. Sagittarius Rashi or Dhanu Rashi, Saturn and Ketu is on your first house, the peak of Sadesati, things are splitting apart on your own ascendant, on your own moon sign, on your own Rashi. This Saturn and Ketu is actually tearing apart the moon's energy, but this is also giving you a new life. This is like the cocoon, the shell being torn apart, and you are going to come out of the shell. If you don't want to come out, you will be thrown out of your shell. So this is the time when Rahu in the 7th house brings transformation through people around you, through circumstances around you. Things will change rapidly. You will be like thrown away from one place to the other place, and you would be like, I don't want to do that. But that is eventually going to happen. So a lot of compulsive events I see in the month of October, which is positive for you. Now, why it is positive? Because 12th house Jupiter is going on your moon sign, and this means the best time is about to come. And whatever changes are necessary to make you ready to accept that change, life will make you do that. Life will make you and push you and grill you to undergo those transformations, those changes, to give up things, to get new things, just to be ready for something which is going to come up in the month of November. So be ready, be happy, and go with the flow. You should not resist the flow, you should go with the flow. 11th house Venus and Mercury will definitely make your expectations fulfill. So this is the time when whatever you want, and if this coincides with whatever you need, will be given to you quite easily. So expect a positive time in the month of October. Okay, for the Capricorn Rashi, that means for the Makar Rashi, what will happen is Saturn is slowly moving on your 12th house. Saturn is now direct. So you are kind of relieved. You can sleep at the night. At least the panic and the anxiety goes away. Your Rashi Lord is in the 12th house. Sadesati's second phase is about to set in January. What else? Your 11th house Jupiter is going in the 12th house immediately after the October month. So a lot of preparations for dealing with the losses in your life and change of identity is going to kick in. So you would feel that you are slowly turning out to be a person who is different, and you will be like, I don't know myself. I am slightly different from what I think about myself. So this thought process is changing now. The set of expectations that you have from life is changing. Also, you have to see, because you are a Capricornian, your 9th house will have Sun and Mars, and your 10th house will have Venus and Mercury. So definitely this shows a lot of career transformation. This shows you can go to a foreign country, there is a relocation, there can be a home change, some sort of designation change, some sort of karmic change. So this is going to be a karmically transforming month for you. Your karma is going to change, your career will change, you will be transformed through actions. So you can't sit, you will be made to work, and work really hard. Accept that work, because that is for your own benefit. Aquarius Rashi or Kumbh Rashi. In case of Kumbh Rashi or Aquarius zodiac, what happens is that for you, the Lagna Lord is going direct, going away from Ketu. So you are leaving one existence behind, and you are like physically and mentally transforming yourself into a totally different person. You are leaving one part of life behind, and you are venturing into a new domain, a new part of life. I know you are scared, I know it's very panicky for you, but understand Jupiter will join soon. So October is the month where you will get to know, or at least you will realize that it is not that bad as you think. All you have to do is to prepare, meditate, and be more giving, be more relaxing, and try to understand relocation is on the card. You can't escape that relocation. At least because if you are an Aquarian and Saturn will move into the zodiac of Capricorn, so you are being made to prepare for the Sadasati, and because Sun, which is your 7th house Lord, is in your 8th house, and with Mars, people around you, the circumstance around you is going to bring the transformation. There will be sudden change in the surroundings, sudden up and down in life can happen, especially from the source of income, sudden promotion, sudden job change, sudden career change, So those things are the areas where life will give you an opportunity to grow, and you have to take that opportunity and understand nothing is going bad for you. Do not worry. It all depends upon your horoscope. You have to check your Dasha Mahadasha, and depending upon that, you have to analyze what is the reason for the events that has happened in October. October is a crucial month for you. Take it in a very positive note. The Pisces zodiac, the Meen Rashi, in case of the Meen Rashi, what is going to happen is, if you see Sun and Mars is going to be on your 7th house, definitely it shows some practical decision towards marriage, some practical decisions towards business, some practical decisions towards some kind of contracts and some kind of legal decisions that you have in your life. If you are in a court case or if you are in some sort of a legal battle, you may take some certain decisions that may go in your favor, because the 8th house has Venus and Mercury. This also means you may get some inheritance, or at least you may hear about some inheritance. And this also means that you have to take care of your physical health. Venus and Mercury in the 8th house may make you sexually very active or sensitive, so you need to be careful from that area too. And because your ascendant lord, that's the Rashi lord, which is Jupiter, will be in the last phases of the Jyesh Nakshatra, you will feel very proud, you will feel very active in your mind. You would be like, I can do anything, I have enough amount of knowledge. So there should be some practicality check in your karma. In your 10th house, you see Saturn and Ketu's ripping force is going to be very active from the moon. So you would want to do a lot of things, but you will see that there is a lot of opposition. That opposition is good for you, because if that opposition goes away, you would certainly do things which are not in your favor. So here I would like to recommend you to sit down, calculate your need, calculate your expectations, and see which is possible and which is good and bad. Always have this pros and con thing going on in your life and find out what is good for you. If you just do this careful analysis for the month of October, you're all set for the month of November, because in month of November, Jupiter will be in your 10th house and you can expect some flying colors out of it. So guys, that was the analysis of the October month. I hope you like this, and if you like this, do like, subscribe and share the video in among your family, friends, so that the word of astrology spreads and the light is spread throughout the world. So this is your host Puneet. Do subscribe, hit the bell icon, get the notifications, stay connected. This is Puneet's Astrology signing off. More videos coming soon. Stay tuned.